Hello.
Hello.
I'm Arran.
And I'm Carl. And this is the Arran and Carl Show. Woo! So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are reviewing the Fozzy gig we went to.
Fozzy, 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 Fozzy. So it wasn't only Fozzy that did the gig. It was the Villains. Breed 77 from Gibraltar. Fozzy and the headliners. Soil. We had special tickets, didn't we? But we're going to do another video about the special tickets because we've got an exclusive interview.
It's kind of a quick, in the dark sort of.
It's a ninja interview, but you know we're going to put all the stuff about our VIP tickets in the next video, so you can find out all about that by clicking this annotation which is between our heads. So let's get on with the review. Was that the Concorde?
Yep, Concorde 2.
The Concorde 2, been to the Concorde 2 before.
Yeah.
First band on, that was the Villains.
Yes, the Villains.
What did you think of the Villains?
I'm not a big fan of them, but yeah, they're not a bad band. I wouldn't go out and buy a CD of theirs, but I'd go and watch them again if they were supporting someone or at a festival.
Yeah,
What about you?
they were all right. They were very clean and precise with their sounds, and I'm not particularly hugely into the very clean cut kind of thing. They were all right. Something I did think, I haven't told you about this, but I did think the singer looked like a young Brian Blessed. Let's check out with a picture now. So yes, he looked a little bit like Brian Blessed, didn't he?
Yes.
But that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing
no.
at all. Brian Blessed is one of England's finest loud bearded actors, who was in Flash Gordon and got to play a flying man.
He's blessed.
He's blessed, yes.
That was bad.
That was a terrible joke. Shall we just talk about the next band?
Yes.
Okay, the next band was Breed 77 or Breed 77. I think it's Breed. I think they said Breed 77. Who? What do you think of Breed 77?
They're all right. I may get told off for this, but they kind of resembled Slipknot to me. I couldn't really understand them.
All right, okay. I couldn't hear the Slipknotness of them, but I really like them actually. They're from Gibraltar, and that I really enjoyed them. They kind of had a Spanish feel. The first song I was thinking, oh, it's got this kind of I wonder if they're from Latino LA kind of thing, but you know, they're from Gibraltar. They did some of their songs had a bit of a Spanish feel. I really enjoyed them. If I get a chance to see Breed 77 again, I'd definitely go and check it out.
Yes, I would go and see them again actually as well, because they weren't bad actually.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. So the next band that was on was Fozzy, and that's the band that we went to see, really, to be honest. They weren't their headline, it was like a double headlining thing, but So
kind of a joint tour.
yes, I think it was. So what do you think of? How do you think Fozzy went?
They went down really well, as usual. I just think they were absolutely great. I really do. Again, I love them. I've seen them several times. In fact, I think you've seen them several times, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we've seen them 4 times.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, they've got a new album out, Sin and Bones.
That's it. Sin and Bones.
Yeah.
Signed Sin and Bones.
Yes. So, like, for those of you that don't know, the lead singer is actually Chris Jericho, the wrestler.
Oh yes, and you can tell he knows how to work a crowd. He works. He uses the audience like they're puppets, and can bring them up and bring them down and get them to cheer, get them to cry. Oh yes, they're good. They're great. And every time we see them, they just seem to get tighter and tighter.
And louder.
And louder. They do seem very loud. We haven't got any. We've got some video footage of the gig, which you may be seeing, but we can't really play the audio because it's so distorted. Because the mics and the cameras were just going, "What's going on? It's all too loud."
Yeah. But yeah. What do you give them for this one?
I think they're pretty good. I will give them 47.9. It's pretty good.
I give them a straight up 100, but then I am a bit.
Oh, you're using a different. I wasn't going as far as 100. We're using a different scoring system.
I am a bit of a suck up, so I will.
But they're really good, really loud. They rocked it
As usual.
as usual. Yeah, so that was good. Okay, Soil. What did you think of Soil?
Now, they're not my type of music, but they really had the crowd going. They were really loud, really had the crowd going really well, and actually they're quite well known, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. Soil have been going for about 12 years, and they were. I really like them. They got quite a good punky edge. The bits of their kind of sound kind of made me think of things like Ministry.
Yeah.
Not quite as electronic as Ministry is, but really driving with a rough edge and kind of really. I really enjoyed it. The singer had his microphone on a stick. It was like on a which was quite interesting. And then all of a sudden, he gets out and out off the stage, and he walks through the audience from the back, singing one of the songs, being carried on everyone's shoulders, which I thought was that's quite good.
It's kind of the way he had his microphone, which was on the stick, as you said, was kind of sort of like a Freddie Mercury tribute, sort of.
Yeah, I think his it was kind of more looking like some kind of shamanic stick.
Well,
it looked like it had been done up to it was, yeah, I really like that bit of effect of.
But you see my point about
yeah.
But yeah, and Cole didn't know this, but they did the song for the Xbox game, Halo.
Yeah, see, I can't do first-person shooters. I end up just shooting grenade launchers at myself in the corner of a room, and it gets boring after a while.
But, yeah, they were great, and didn't they say one of their first gigs was in Brighton or something?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought they were just saying that they'd been going for 12 years and they'd got a lot more positive reaction in Europe and England than they had been in the States. It was taking America a while to warm to the soil.
And actually, the lead singer wasn't well, was he?
Yeah, he said he had a bit of a cold, but you know that's the
Rock
trouble
and roll
of
lifestyle.
travelling on the road, staying on the tour bus, and you end up getting ill. It's a young man's game, a young man's game.
But he didn't give up. He kept going.
He kept rocking it. He kept rocking it. Oh yeah, during Soil, I did have to turn into the human crumple zone, because every so often it's like I had to have my ninja skills on, because like, I'd have to stand next to Arran to make sure he didn't get crushed, and I'd have to be thinking, right, oh no, here comes the moshing bit, right, quick, protect him, and like people would come squashing over.
I got kicked in the head.
Yeah, it's all part of the rock and roll thing.
We ended up picking girl up off the floor.
Yeah. You had a couple of girls landing on your lap.
Thank you for that, girls.
So yes, it was a rocking gig all round, I think.
Yes.
Went left home a little deafer and a little bit more rock and roll.
Yes. Did you have any bruises after?
I don't think so. Nothing too bad.
I think I had a few, but they weren't too bad. We were deaf afterwards.
Yeah.
How long were you deaf for?
I had a bit of probably the next day I had a little bit of muffliness.
Me too.
But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to get some earplugs soon. An old codger my age shouldn't lose any more frequencies of sound.
No. So, that was it for that gig. And what would you give the whole gig?
The whole gig, I would give the gig 72.3.
And I would give it the different from the score range again. I would give it definitely 99%.
99%. Oh, that's good. So yes, until we've got another gig, that's it for now. Make sure you check out the extended Fozzy VIP experience.
Yes, and we shall see you in the new year.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.